Welcome back.
Today we're ranking ourselves villain tier list.
I'm scared.
All right, starting with Aizen, S tier,
S tier villain.
all the way from the
Aizen.
beginning.
We start out with the crazy, ready to go. He said
all the way
S
from
tier.
beginning to Thousand Year Blood
Sosuke
War.
Aizen.
Yes, bro. He doesn't even have a Bankai yet. He's the most powerful in the series.
It's true. Imagine not having a Bankai.
Make it make sense. I love Aizen. His eye patch, his chair,
What's the eye patch for again?
it limits his soul energy.
The limiter. Wow.
So while he's in prison,
But he gets to come out and he gets to take it off when he's fighting who?
Yahaba. I don't think he takes the eye patch off. He takes everything else off. The spears, the chair.
Oh yeah.
The
Well, no. What is
restraints.
it? The new captain said he's only undoing like one of the keys, like the 13 he has. He
Yeah.
only undoes like one of the
And then he
restrictions.
takes
on
them
it.
all off.
That's what's crazy.
Welcome
'cause
to
they needed
my-
them. They needed the
Welcome
keys.
to my soul society. That there's nothing you can compete with that. Next up we got All for One.
All for One is dog water.
I think Shigaraki is way better.
Shigaraki is way better than All for One because he pretty much goes into his body. Like what? Shigaraki gets kind of controlled by All for One.
Yeah, he was groomed.
At the end, that's really what happened. Because what? All for One's body turned into a baby and then disappeared.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then
Right, he was using the final blast to get to Shigaraki.
Shigaraki blew him up when he was an
Yeah.
infant and killed him like that. But at that point, pretty much all the quirks and everything was transferred over to Shigaraki already. Because what? They cloned him into Shigaraki. That's what the whole like test tube scientist thing was doing.
Insane.
And at the end, what? Shigaraki wasn't even there. It was just All for One.
Yeah, very polarizing. I didn't like this villain very much. He's bald and no eyes.
Crap villain.
He's cool a little bit, but
Yeah.
honestly, he's not it.
No, he's not. He's not knighted.
Next up, we got Askeladd.
That's on you, Ben.
Another easy S tier.
What? Tell me why. I don't have the knowledge to back this up.
You gotta trust me on this.
I'm trusting you, but you got to give me some reason why.
Askeladd is the entire reason that Thorfinn even went on his journey.
Bro, what? Is that
Askeladd
so?
kept Thorfinn in his service. He started making use of Thorfinn. He trained Thorfinn all to kill him. Because Thorfinn, every time he did like some form of merit, Askeladd's like, all right, you can duel me and you have the chance to kill me. Beat this strong guy right here. I'll let you fight me, get the chance to kill me. There's this dude, this I don't know, I think this Viking. He was working for the Englishmen. He's crazy. He uses 2 axes. Thorfinn had to fight him like 1v1. He took his pinky off. That's all Thorfinn could do, and he got thrown into a tree. It was insane.
Dang, tit for tat.
Yeah. I forget the dude's name, but yeah, he was like Askeladd's brother or something. I don't remember, but no, Askeladd easily S tier. He eventually becomes the villain of the entire English army because he's actually Welsh, which is the secret is revealed. He's not actually a Viking or an English pirate. He's just awesome.
That's crazy. All right.
All right, next up.
And Blackbeard's A tier, I think. He's not S tier.
In terms of villains, I think he's probably the best One Piece villain because there's not a lot of Emu is kind of trash because we don't know who he is.
Blackbeard's done a lot of stuff to make himself like sit as like the villain to beat.
Honestly,
He's taken out a lot of people that Luffy cares about.
Ace, I guess he fought Shanks a little bit.
Garp.
Garp, that wasn't really him.
It doesn't
But
matter.
it
It's
was
his crew.
Yeah, I
They
was ready to
kidnap
put him S
Kobe.
tier.
Like, come on.
Kobe gave
Blackbeard's,
himself up. Man.
Blackbeard's doing a lot, you know,
I do
in
like
preparation for the final
Blackbeard.
fight.
I do, and I don't like Blackbeard because his crew is all hacks. I don't know if any decent hockey user is putting up a valid fight against.
But Blackbeard himself, he's not the strongest
Law
defensively.
almost broke him.
He's always
What?
getting destroyed. Like,
Fresh out of Wano, Law was enough to almost break him.
yeah,
If he didn't have his whole crew there, he would have lost.
he didn't use the dark fruit until the end. And then as soon as he used it, guess
All
what?
right, that's true. The Dark Freeze is broken.
As soon as he used it, guess what happened?
he
Law
he
lost.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
lost.
They had to
All
start
right.
swimming away.
Easy A tier for Blackbeard.
Beppo said, "Let's go, Captain."
Moving on to Majin Buu.
I think Majin Buu is an easy top of S tier villain.
Are you joking about that?
I think he's S tier. I don't know about top of S tier, but I would put Majin Buu as S tier
I
because
like Majin
so
Buu.
many amazing forms so much power, destroys the entire planet.
Everything you're saying about Majin Buu, I can say the same for Cell, who is better than Majin Buu.
Bro, you think so?
I like Cell way more because the 3 forms is not 6 forms every time he absorbs someone.
Bro, but then you get Kid Buu. We wouldn't have had Kid Buu in the series without
Kid Buu's
Majin Buu.
alright. I mean, Kid Buu's cool. He's probably cooler than all the Super Buus.
We wouldn't have
combined.
Fat Buu in the series.
Well, Fat Majin Buu is probably the most pure form of evil Majin Buu.
Yes. All
Other
the
than pure
absorptions.
evil
We would have
Buus.
everyone forced to get all this insane strength.
Well, this is the argument. Which of these villains is getting S tier? I don't want to put both of them there.
You're right. We can only afford to put one. Why do you think Cell should be S tier?
Cell, Super Saiyan 2. That's the reason Super Saiyan 2 existed. We have first form Cell was creepy. He was powerful. When you first see him, you're like, oh, what is all this? Then he uses the Kamehameha and the special beam cannon and the solar flare. You're like, all right, what's going on here? Then all the time travel. You find this pod with a weird bug in it, a different time machine. What's going on here? Majin Buu just kind of showed up.
It's true.
He was always there, but like, come on.
In terms of arcs, you're right. The Cell Saga is probably better.
And we're putting him top of A tier. I'll give you. But
All right.
Cell needs to be an S tier.
Okay. You've convinced me.
Oh my god.
Next up, we have Road Rider.
Roller.
Road Roller.
He's got to be S tier, right?
Dio Brando.
I don't know where else I would put him.
I put him at A tier, honestly, because Dio is kind of always. He's just a bad dude.
Part
He's
1
always
and part
been a
3.
bad guy.
Part 1, Part 3, Part 6, Part
He's
5.
always been a bad guy, you know? And he's not that calculated. You know, he doesn't.
He had all those people. Just because of his charisma, he controlled all those random
And his
stand
abilities.
leaders.
He can control people by looking at him.
Well, it's because of his. They say his charisma is that of like
He
a
put those.
beast.
He put the thing in
Pucci?
Cacuan's head, remember?
Yeah, the pod. But that was.
He has
kind of-
actual brain control.
Yeah, I'm talking about Pucci, and I'm talking about being Giorno's father. I'm like, look at all the stuff Dio has added to the series.
I like Dio. I'm just saying, I don't think S tier. I'm thinking A tier Dio.
All right, that's fair.
He's a good villain.
Even in Part 7, he's crazy. And that's not even Dio. That's Diego. I mean, all right. Next up, we got Garo. Garo's probably A tier.
As a villain, I think he's B tier.
Really?
He's not even really a villain. He's honestly a good dude.
He's the entire boss. I guess he's just the boss fighter. I don't know about villain.
He's a good dude, honestly. He
became a
fights
good
in the
dude.
Monster Association, too. He fights everyone.
He's kind of an anti-hero then. But, I mean, he's super cool with the nuclear fist, copy fist, flowing water, crushing rock. He's got all the martial arts.
He also
he can use
activated...
cutting rock, whatever.
He activated King's, Hyper Ray.
The Super Tiger Demon King wave.
Yeah.
And nuclear fission fist. There's so many cool things Garo did, but I guess in terms of
Universal level.
all right, yeah, that's fair.
He grew very strong very quick.
Where are we putting Frieza? He might be above Cell. I
You think
forgot he
so?
was on the list. Frieza's when he first appears, first form, you're like, oh, this guy's strong. He's got more than one form. That's like Frieza's thing.
It's true.
This isn't even my final form. Like without that, we wouldn't have had Cell and we wouldn't have Boo. How about that?
You might have to drop it. You're right. At least put Cell top A tier.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Frieza's just that guy.
That's true. I like that. Frieza is. He
Think
brought
about
so much originality
Black
to the
Frieza.
series. And everyone knows when you think of villains, Frieza's a villain.
Frieza's probably the first.
Like
or
you
second
can't think
or
of
third.
anything. A lot of these characters you can see them do good at some point, but you could never see Frieza doing anything good.
TOP. I mean, he kind
Even then,
was
he
forced
almost
into
killed Goku. He was about to. After Goku ran
He
out of
gave him
Saiyan for the
energy.
first time,
He gave him some energy.
only
instead.
because killing's not allowed is what he said.
Oh, I see.
And then he's like, what is it? He wiped out his counterpart.
Chilled. He did a
No,
lot.
not Shield, it's Frost.
Frost. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He told him, "Oh yeah, go to full power. It's the strongest form."
And then he pushed
and then
him
he
off.
pushed him off. Yeah, after he went full power.
But he was also one of the last Universe 7.
He teamed up with Goku only because
And
the universe would have
18
gotten erased.
and 17. I didn't put 17 and 18 on this list, but they'd probably be around A or B. As
Dragon
villains,
Ball
they kind of got replaced.
Dragon Ball Z has such amazing villains. They just write them so well. They're big time villains.
All right, moving on to Griffith.
Griffith's really good too.
Griffith is like the worst. Because he's a villain, for what? He was tortured for a year and he couldn't do anything, but He did that all to himself, really. And then he gets mad at Guts
Yeah,
for it.
it's because of Guts is the reason. Never mind, put him in C tier.
Yeah, what is his real
Yeah.
reason for being evil?
He's only mad because Guts left. That's his only
Because
reason.
he was weaker than Guts? Come on,
Like they
dude.
were bandits, so I guess you could say that's kind of evil.
Baby.
But he
Come
got
on.
way worse.
He
Like,
was-
he's honestly just a crybaby.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy, then he got God powers because of that. What?
Everything that he did to himself.
Yeah, honestly.
All the
Griffith-
bad things that happened to him.
He shouldn't be mad at Guts. And
Just because Guts wanted to move on.
He was messing with Guts for nothing. Guts was like, well, I got to find my dream so we can actually be friends. And Griffin's like, I don't want a friend. I want someone I can tell what to do. He's just a baby. I was expecting. I didn't. He does not deserve anything of C tier.
Yeah, never mind.
Next up, we got Hero Brian.
S tier. Top of S tier.
For what? For what?
Dude, Hero Brian, imagine playing Minecraft. You turn on. What's that? You hear a door close on all of a sudden, and you're nowhere near the door. There's no one else there.
You find the
Empty
cross,
server.
the water cross.
The water cross. You find the Nether stone, the statue with the redstone torch and the gold.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, it's Hero Brian. Oh no.
Yeah, he's
You log out. You can't even play anymore.
probably the most infamous.
Bro, he's so gnarly. He will kill you and make. There's so many animations about him. Watch out for Hero Brian. He will take your head off.
He's not even a skin Smash.
Doesn't matter. I'm sure there's mods because they knew it. He would come out to his full power if they put him in the skin.
Yeah,
It'd be
that's
too
fair.
much.
All right, next Junko Enoshima.
Mukuro Ikisawa.
That's her sister. Probably beats here, honestly.
Yeah, as a villain,
I mean, she's smart, but that's really about it.
what was her
The ultimate model, or the ultimate despair.
her sister was the model.
Well, her sister was a soldier.
Ultimate soldier. I thought she was the model was fake.
Yeah, the model was the fake thing.
But yeah, Mukuro Ikisawa.
All right, yeah, no discussion needed.
Yeah, it's. But she wasn't.
Monokuma's more influential than Junko.
She wasn't on. Was she like on Monokuma's side? Like they admitted?
She is Monokuma.
Oh yeah, I forgot the robot.
Maybe that she is B tier. Probably above Gar. She maybe below Gar, but still,
What about in the future?
she's not there. But I mean, her
Monokuma's in the
is.
other games, but she's not.
Yeah,
What's that about?
it's just someone else controlling Monokuma. Well, actually, I don't want to get into all the lore, but it's not. There's just like it's actually a reality TV show, but you know how it is. Anyway, Madara. I don't want to put him in S tier because Obito was. There was so many villains at the end of Naruto. It's hard to. Because
Madara's A tier. Remember when he was?
Obito to Madara to Kaguya to Black Zetsu?
Just
It's like-
Madara did so much.
his fight actually was really cool.
When he fought with
all those 1,000 soldiers,
all of them, he fought with Guy. That fight with Guy was crap.
when he had the orbs and
Uh-huh.
the staff, 6 pounds.
Oh yeah, don't forget
Rinnegan.
about all that.
All right, he's S tier. He's probably
Madara's
low
cracked.
S
He
tier.
fought what the first Hokage,
Yeah, Hashirama.
Hashirama.
Is
He
that
has
his name?
Hashirama cells too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got the
On
wood.
his chest.
The wood.
He's just
Jutsu.
almighty. He's very powerful.
Probably the strongest Uchiha.
He was pulling all the strings from behind the scenes the whole time.
And no, actually,
The fake out
it was,
version.
It was Black Zetsu.
But it was the fake version of him. It wasn't his like full recovery.
Yeah,
body.
the Edo Tensei.
Yeah, that's what he got. He had he had Obito use it on him when he tried to use it for.
He was trying to revive someone else when he was about to turn good, right?
He tried to use it on. I think Naruto. And Naruto was KO'd,
Oh, and then Sakura kept his heart pumping.
and then Minato gave him the other half of Kurama.
Yeah, I remember all that. Okay, S tier. Now where are we putting Makima?
Dude, D tier. I hate Makima, dude. She's.
Doesn't that make her a good villain?
I guess as a villain, but she was faking it so much, and then the way she kind of gives it up, it's just so. Oh,
She just appears and starts killing people. It's like
and the way she killed all these people,
she used them all to get
the way she
Denji.
killed Power. That's when it was first revealed that she was kind of like
She
a
was
real
behind
villain to Denji
yeah.
when she killed Power. It's like, come on now, man.
Even Aki like turning into the Gun Devil and all that.
She didn't even care. She was using them, and then she just chains them all up.
She just wanted to see Chainsaw Man, which was her downfall. So
Yeah, and then he hit her.
yep. All right. B tier. Metawem. I like Metawem.
What are you
He's
thinking?
scary at first. He's probably not S tier. A lot of people skip the Chimera Anarch for some reason.
What do you mean
What?
skip? It's anime.
That's what I mean. They're like, I couldn't get through Chimera Ant. Why? It was hype.
You probably just, I don't know, your Crunchyroll expired. You're broke. That's probably what it was.
Damn. I'm putting him top of 8 tier. He's like Cell, but cooler.
If you don't finish Chimera Ant arc, what's wrong with you? It's probably one of the best arcs in the entire
That's
show.
what I'm saying.
The training,
These
the
people,
skill levels.
I was listening to people talking about Hunter x Hunter. They're like, oh, I didn't watch that. It was so boring. We're not watching the same show.
Yeah, how did you not watch it?
Like,
Or how are you
on.
saying it was so boring if you didn't watch it? That doesn't make any sense. I
Yeah.
hate that stuff.
Like,
When you know it's good, you know it's real good.
Hunter x Hunter is like peak.
It sure is. For
They're-
people that don't watch anime seriously,
If you don't watch
know they
Chimera
watch Hunter
Ant,
x Hunter.
you're missing Netaro's fight. You're missing Dragon Dive. You're missing Adogon. You're missing Light Speed for the first time. Godspeed. There's so many cool
You're missing
moments.
so much. You're missing Mr. Chameleon.
You're missing the Knuckle and Shoot, and then Knuckle fighting.
Chapter 7 Bankruptcy.
Yes, dude, that was such a
You're
cool
missing
fight.
so much stuff.
Oh my gosh, I'm just remembering all of Chimera Ant, and I'm just like, Gon sitting there all mad at Pito while she's healing the.
You're missing too much.
Okay. Moving on to Muzan.
Kibutsuji.
He's all right.
He's a good villain. He killed the entire
The
Kamada
spoilers.
family.
Yeah,
That's episode 1 spoilers.
because he's trying to save himself.
Because he knows
The
about
sun breathing. He messes it up. I don't know. This guy, he's kind of.
Muzan as a villain is kind of mid, to be honest.
There are-
I think the rest of the
I'm thinking of all the other demons that they're about to fight in the next arc, and I'm just like
demons are way cooler than him.
upper 2, upper 1 is probably the best villain in all of Demon
He
Slayer.
is. Could he beat Upper 1, do you think?
Well, he's
I get that he's leading them, but is it just because he's...
no. What the heck? Is he actually that strong? When he goes all bone mode and like has the stuff flailing
Yeah,
out of
never
him?
mind.
Is he really that strong? He's in terms of villainy. I mean, he's a bad dude, but
I mean, he is strong. He's definitely the strongest demon in the world.
yeah, that's how it is. I mean, he's trying to overcome the sun. I think doesn't that make Nezuko the strongest demon?
In terms of strength, no. She didn't even join the last fight.
Yeah, but she was able to stand in the sun.
That doesn't make her the strongest. I think it makes her the most first to the sun.
All right. Well, either way, C tier for Muzan. Next up, we got Sukuna, the King of Curses and the King of S tier, maybe.
The king of S tier.
He's hype. I like
Sukuna is really cool. You know, you can't
I'd put him below.
deny the fact
I'd put
that
him
he's
below
like a
Askeladd.
really cool character.
I love Sukuna. He's just the most hateful because he just kills everyone. It's like, come on. Why
And
did-
they're bringing out the entire roster is coming out and barely damaging him.
he's
the
on his
strongest
last
people we've
ropes
ever seen.
after fighting like 12 different people. He's finally on his last
He fought
ropes.
Gojo twice.
Like, come on.
Like, he's doing so much and able to withstand all of it.
this is
He's been there the entire time too.
Sukuna should be the definitive
What,
raid
since
boss.
episode 1 he was there.
If you're gonna make a raid boss in your story, make it like Sukuna because that is what you want.
He starts off just inside Yuji, and you see his power come out, but not like this.
Spoiler. I mean, come on. I don't know. The next few seasons of JJK are gonna break the internet.
They are. It's going to be
Holy
so
crap.
cracked. The further you get into the manga, the better it gets.
Yeah,
It's
honestly.
like,
People were commenting like, "Why did you put Yuji so high up?" Because they didn't read the manga.
They don't know about.
They don't
all
know
this.
about-
They don't know about
I
that.
don't know.
They don't know about Yuji going monster mode.
Okay,
Monsters of the Midway Monday. That's what's going on.
let's finish it up with Tsukasa.
I mean, he's not a bad villain. He's smart. He's
At first,
strong.
he's a villain, and then at the end of season 1, they kind of freeze him so they can save him. He doesn't stay a villain though; he becomes a good guy.
I haven't seen season 2 or anything, so
Uh,
I don't know.
he's scary though
Probably
because he's the most primal.
he's the primal monster.
Probably D tier because he becomes a good guy.
Does he know?
Yeah,
How good are we talking?
like Senku's second best friend.
Woo! No way! I didn't know all that.
No, he's a good dude.
He goes from 0 to hero real quick, huh?
That's what it seems. All right, this is our villain tier list.
This is the one.
Let us know what you think. Did we place everyone in their correct areas?
I think so.
I feel like people are going to argue about Hero Brian a little bit.
They never play Minecraft then if they argue about
Hero
Brian.
Brian.
Come
Come
on now.
Let us know in the comments what you
You know
think.
Minecraft Steve's arch enemy.
We'll see you guys next time.